Hi, I'm Bunny89 and welcome to Screaming! Oh my god, guys, it's here! Oh, this is a really cool game I found on Kickstarter, like, it must be a year or almost 2 years now, and I backed it, and the backers alpha is finally here. I am downloading it now. I don't know what to do while I'm waiting for it to download, so I'm making a video. Oh, so I'm gonna randomly scroll the Twitter in the background so there's something visual on the screen going on. But this game is basically, it came out and the development team was like, hey, would you like a game that's inspired by Rune Factory combined with Digimon World? And then I was like, yes! Yes! So yeah, as you can see, I'm slightly passionate about this, and I threw all the money I possibly could on back in the highest tier I possibly could, and I've been following all the updates like religiously since it happened, and now that the alpha is here, and I know it's not going to be anywhere near like the final build because this is like the pre-beta, but like, oh my god, guys, I'm just rolling down here. These are just all the random updates we got as it was going on. There was backer interaction mini games you did where you could vote on which of like 10 or so different designs would become a monster in the game. And look at this little salamander pal! Sorry, I'm just really excited. Look at all these things and look at like the one token gay character in the entire game. Apparently, there probably won't be same-sex romance in this because the laws in the country where this is being made are like more restrictive on homosexual people. So that's not very well. It's too expected. I can't blame the company for doing that, but they do have one character who is kind of like quite obviously gay, so I'm looking forward to meeting him. I don't know if he's going to be in the alpha version. I'm rambling completely off. I should probably talk about the actual game here. Here we have a preview so far, which is an early preview of what the character customization is going to be like very early preview, like months and months ago, like last year, 2018 apparently, and like I'm not even making any word sense here. There's Hugo, and here we have the preemptive Steam page that is up, and just look at all these adorable tiny things. Look at the newt. Look at the newt. It's a newt that's like the mascot of the game so far, is the Draco newt, and look at it's a village of people you can like romance and become best friends with, and you can run a farm, and then you can also capture monsters from around the world, and then the monsters can help you on the farm, which they haven't given any specifics about how that works, but I'm so excited because like, oh my god, monsters actually doing something in one of these games. Like Rune Factory 4 you could get monsters, but they didn't really do anything. They just like were party members, and like you could get them to restock your seed bin in the farm, but that's about it. Apparently in this game, different monsters will have like different abilities to be used around the farm. Like ones who can like ones who can plow the field because they're like a big Tyrannosaurus or something, and just like I'm excited to find out what all this stuff is because half of this video so far has approximately been So here's all the Steam screenshots so far. And I'm good. I've got lots of stuff open in the browser window because I was just freaking out about this earlier, and you can join me in freaking out. Here's a Kickstarter page from way back when, and just scroll down. Here we have the stretch goals. There was so much audience participation during it was going on. It was so fun. Like these stretch goals, it started off with just like 4 of them, and then more fish would be added every time we surpassed the stretch goal, and then we managed to surpass the stretch goal so bad that they actually had to add an extra final boss fish at the end, and thankfully everyone managed to get that within like 10 minutes of the Kickstarter closing. And here's all the bonuses for backing different tiers. You would get a special item in game to dress up your character with, which you could never get anywhere else ever. This is just like a permanent mark of being in the Kickstarter. I can't remember which one I've got. I don't think I was able to afford back in the highest tier, but I did back one of the high tiers, like the multiple hundred tiers. So I think I might have the Shadow Wing or the Golden Wing. But I honestly actually like the Copper Wing best, with like it's got the nice shading effects. So I think you do get the lower tier wings if you back a higher tier, so I probably would wear those more often, to be honest. And It's just exciting. And here's more stuff we did. Backers challenges where you'd get a bonus added to the game if you managed to do a certain amount of things on the different websites where you were promoting it and stuff. And you managed to get all of them except like the very last tier of Twitter followers. Oh, and here's all the bonuses you would get for beating those ones. There was just like items you get in game, and the Amberlight Golem I am so excited for, because that is a really cute monster design, because it's a little rocky guy, but it's a big like round rocky guy, and that's just so cute. You don't often get big rocky scary dudes who are adorable. It's like Graveler from Pokemon. I love it. And it's also really cool. Like it's the Amberlight Golem. It's a golem made of like, it's like a half plant half rock type, because it's made of amber, which is made from fossilized tree sap. And it's just like, I'm rambling a lot, and here are all the extra things that I got for my thing. I bought this plushie, and I'm so excited to see what this plushie looks like someday, because Snatchy was my favourite monster they were revealing in the pre-release stuff. Because like that little thing is like 1,000,000 feet tall. It's like the Snorlax of this game practically, and I'm just so excited to just hug it and die. And just, you can get the soundtrack, you can get the strategy guide, blah 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 blah. Here's all of the glowing reviews from everyone. Oh yeah, Monster Rancher as well as Digimon World and as well as Rune Factory. This game is just like, hello, here, have every single game you ever loved in your childhood smushed into one, with also character customization and also multiplayer. It's a multiplayer Harvest Moon game. Holy shit, man. And look at its little pictures of your character being adorable as fuck. Ah! And here's just the general summary of the plot, which is basically, hi, we have a cool setting, you have joined the cool setting, make a character. Because seriously, the amnesiac protagonist thing is such a boring and terrible plot device, but it's kind of necessary when the whole point is just you can be whoever the fuck you want and play this game and be like, ah. So, that's the plot. Be whoever the fuck you are and be ah. And they have little videos on the Kickstarter page, none of them ever load for me for some reason. They're like really high file sizes, so I was going to go on the YouTube website and show you those later anyway. They're like, the ones that load better. And look, every single monster in the game is tameable. There are no bosses you can't tame. That we have been shown in the Kickstarter backing. We've been shown multiple giant region bosses, because there's like the desert region, there's this region, there's an underwater region, there's a spooky region. I'm so excited about the spooky region. Oh, they've got some really good designs of spooky little cute things that have showed up in the previews, and then I can't really show you all the backer exclusive updates because I don't know what the rules are on showing those, but you are allowed to stream the actual alpha once it comes out, even though it's backers only, so that's great, and I'll be able to show you the stuff like, once it downloads! Just excuse me, while I still remember what words are, let's continue scrolling down. You can, I was going to say, the boss monsters, you can see the boss monsters, you can catch the boss monsters. The boss monsters are like bonus content, really hard to catch, but you can get them. They're like legendaries from Pokemon. You can actually get them, and you can ride around on them, and you can stick them in your farm, and they can help plow the farm, and you can give them little treats, and I love them. And I'm so excited to meet every single one of them. And look at this picture of several monsters. Look at the shading glitch on the partially transparent slime bunny. That always bugs me every time I see the trailer. But there's that one. There's a little armadillo thing that's one of my favourites now. And there's a unicorn hamster, which is just the wildest idea, and I think that's probably going to be one of the more popular ones. Most of the features are built around multiplayer. I don't know if that's going to be active in the beta, alpha, whatever this is called yet, but that's going to be so cool. If I can find other friends who are as hyped about this as I am, I would love to play it with you guys and just throw all my monsters at you repeatedly going, look at my child, look at my child, look at my child. More scrolling down, just continuing to explain that. Here's farming. You can plant loads of crops, you can do fishing mini games. Some of the fish apparently can be turned into monsters, and some of them can't. And like you can keep like a secondary pet game within the pet game. You can have an aquarium, lake, pond thing where you can keep all your fish that aren't able to fight. But some of them, they do evolve into being able to fight, and you can like stick around. In the background here you can see, I think it was called a rabbit ray or something, where it's a Samantha ray with little rabbit ears and a cool pattern on it, and you can ride it around like a surfboard everywhere, and I love it. I love all the monsters. Every monster so far is really hitting me right in the heart! blah, 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 blah. This is the same stuff you could expect with Rune Factory. You can go around, you can mine things, you can farm things, you can craft things, you can bake things, you can ride a tiny little dragon through the desert, and you can scream like I'm doing, and various concept arts for NPCs and armors and things, and they've got people from Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts making the soundtrack. Look at this dramatic ass photo here, which again isn't loading because this website is really bad. But that's not the fault of them; it's the fault of Kickstarter. And here's just we have profiles of all the various people from Final Fantasy who have come along, and here's a sample OST. But I've got a better video on the YouTube site I can show for that, which shows the ambient sound settings, which is a good thing that they did bring over from Digimon World. Was the thing of like depending on what you're doing in the town, like it has different variants of the town theme. You have like the night and the day theme. Apparently this one's going to be even more complicated. Like there's a night, there's a day theme, there's an indoor and an outdoor theme, there's event themes, and I don't even know. Again, so many things have just been hinted at in the updates that it's been keeping us hyped for like over a year now, and oh my god. And there's just pictures of how pretty it looks. Oh, and this is going to be out on Steam, but it's also going to be out on Nintendo Switch. I'm probably going to get that version because it would be so much more fun to play this like anywhere, anytime. Just go out and like sate my addiction for hugging small monsters, even if I'm in the middle of nowhere. It probably just will find me like up a tree in the local forest just playing this game. And look at the little weird little frog armor. This is one of the boss monsters. One of the boss monsters you can catch and you can hug. Oh my god. Look at this mushroom. Guys, look at this mushroom. This mushroom loves you so much. Look at the unicorn. You can, and they come in rare variants depending on breeding and luck. Like it's like shinies, but there's like multiple levels of shinies where the difference is bigger. And there's some of them, depending on the species, it might be different colours and it might be different patterns. It might be like this. It might be having a different coloured horn. And it's just going to be so exciting to discover it all. And there's just blah blah blah. How does Kickstarter work? Here's all the reward tiers, and I think I'll try and find the one that I was on, which is somewhere around here. Oh yeah, it was this one, I think. I didn't quite get the maximum ones, I wasn't able to do this, but I got the Legendary Tamer tier, which is where you can design your own monster, you can design your own NPC, you can design your own weapon. Believe it or not, I have not actually done any of that. It has been over a year, and my social anxiety has been so bad, I've been too nervous to finish up drawing that stuff and actually show it to the guys. And I think I've probably passed the limit now, so like, hypothetically, it's not very likely, but like, if anyone from the games team is watching this, is it too late to post incredibly late designs for the Legendary Tamer tier rewards and stuff? Because oh my god, I messaged you guys like in the first week after the Kickstarter ended, and I never messaged you ever again. I like deleted my forum account because I got so embarrassed because I was keeping everyone waiting. But I've still been keeping up with all the news and being really excited. And oh my god, and you can become an NPC in the game. You get a digital strategy card. You get the physical art book and details and stuff. You can also get the detail book. You get 4 keys for the early beta access. But I've already given my spare ones to all my friends, sadly. So if anyone's watching this, I don't have any more spare to give to you. You got digital OST. You get your name in the credits. You get plushies and plushies and plushies and plushies and everything. And you get the special Kickstarter weapon set, whatever that is, and yeah, that was like me stretching the absolute limit of how much money I could find in my entire life. That is like the most money I've ever owned in my entire life. It's 750 in American dollars, but like it was like something slightly different in my country dollars. But I still don't know how I managed to afford that. I was like broke for months afterwards, but I may as well at least finally actually get the things I bought for, because why in the hell did I buy the design of something tier when I knew I'm socially anxious about my artwork? But okay, here's more stuff, and here's all the extra ones I did manage to get was you can design a boss monster, which like I said, they're really huge. They get story about them, they get like a giant massive like raid boss type thing, and they also still get tameable and huggable and lovable, but they're really big, and I just want to hug them all. I'm so excited. And the higher tier you actually get to like become part of the development team and like see everything before everybody else does, get early super previews and always a really cute thing is when they show the team of people working on it, every one of them has a nickname after one of the monsters that are going to be in the game, and little designs here, so I'm excited to meet all these guys when I actually get to play it. and yeah, just follow. Here's how Kickstarter works and stuff. Blah blah blah. Let's just try and find more of his pages. Here's the blog update page where you got pictures of the team meeting people in the publishing team, and then there's here they got a new office because the Kickstarter was so successful that eventually like half a year after it, they were able to upgrade their space where they do the work and everything, and they were just showing off a nice office, and I was just so heartwarmed seeing that. I was like, oh my god, I'm so glad that this team is like getting what they deserve as thanks for all their hard work, and now they're able to have an easier job in a nicer office with actually decent computers for once. Like, holy shit, that looks better than any workplace I've ever seen before. And here's the updates in the I'm not actually sure which language it is. I think they've posted it in several countries. They're working with Square Enix as a publisher, so they have a Japanese version of the site and everything. But I think correct me if I'm wrong, I think it might be Malaysia where the development team is based, or no, I think it might be Indonesia. I'm not sure. I'll double fact check that and put a little correction in the corner of the video or something. And here's just all the updates where he got booked in the Kickstarter, succeeded so soon, and then they added all the stretch goals, and then it succeeded all the stretch goals, and they added more stretch goals, and it was just so great. And it's so good because the history of this game is it's called Re-Legend because it actually started as a previous Kickstarter called Legend of something or other. And that one didn't manage to succeed within the time limit, but the team didn't give up. They continued working on the idea, refining it, bringing out an even better trailer and stuff, and then they launched it again about a year or 2 years later as Re-Legend, and it finally got the success it needed, and I'm just so excited and so happy, and oh my god. I really hope it lives up to all the hype. Here's pictures of how cute it is! Here's the manta ray thingy, the manta ray, rabbit ray. Look at it, look at it, look at it, you can surf on a giant bunny mantis ray thing. And here's the underwater farming which you can do with the help of the rabbit ray. And look at all the bizarre and ridiculous plants that they have. They didn't even just do regular plants, they invented new fantasy plants. It's just so exciting, it looks so visually neat and cute and tiny. And feed a dragon an apple, just do it, feed a dragon an apple, do it now. Ah, this video is going to be so incoherent and terrible. Look at it, it's so small, but it's bigger than it's supposed to be. Oh, this is one of my faves too. This Carvillion is apparently the name of it. I can never remember that, but it's a really fancy looking armadillo thingy. It's just like, I really like the patterns and the details and the little dots and stuff, and it's just neat. And you can ride on your dragons, and you can hug your dragons, and you can love your dragons, and there's also things other than dragons, and just look how cute and adorable everything is. Here's some other random characters who were shown in the previews and everything. Like, you can customize your characters, so they showed various different potential builds and stuff. These are like the beta mascot characters. I do like that the really cute girl is also the giant great sword master. And here's like the main protagonist that everyone's been using is like the ranger knife guy with the blue ponytail. He had a green ponytail in some very early beta stuff. That was interesting. Also there's a wizard lady and there's an everything lady, and there's a lot of things. And look at here's you have a customizable house, your customizable house full of furniture where you can invite all your friends to look at your furniture. Look at everyone's furniture. I don't know why I'm getting excited about such tiny things. And then you can craft stone, and then here's more pictures from the previews, and then the blah. And here's the summary page, and it's just got more and more the same screenshots we saw before, and then summaries of how everything works. Just catch monsters and love monsters, farm and love the farm, and put the monsters on the farm and love everything combined, and smack things with a sword, and you can mount your monsters, you can ride around on the back of your dragon, and it's just so fucking adorable. I don't even know, I'm running out of words. I think I'm getting lightheaded. And multiplayer, did I mention multiplayer? I'm so fucking hyped. When is this thing gonna finish downloading? Okay, let's check out some of the trailers and stuff. Let's check out, this is the first trailer we had on Kickstarter. Oh wait, let me turn the volume up a little. Wait, where is my volume? Yeah! You and your tiny legs! Reach your ultimate goal of being a tiny leg man surfing on a manta ray. so fucking cute, guys. Look at the decent interface too, like it's like a good marking of where all the crop squares are and everything. That's like a lot better than most 3D Harvest Moon games where everything seems to be a lot less practical than the 2D versions. So I just like how it all looks. Look, you can give heart fruits to woo the shopkeeper, and look at the underwater fruits, and look at the weird fishes, and just look at the things. I'm speaking over everything and it's terrible. Look at the little fish aquarium, and look, it can carry a large brick or something. I don't even know what to say. Look at you can make your weapons. Now I can stab things with gay rainbow power. I fucking love Dragon Newt. It's just a big-headed dragon. It's the best design in the world. Look at the giant mushrooms. I'm just getting so emotional. It's so cute. Adventure time! This giant boss, this giant horrifying terrible monster, you can befriend it by giving it snacks. And then you can hug it, and it can live on your farm, and you can show it off to everyone, and I just love this concept, I just love this game so much. So yeah, that was the very earliest footage. This came out for like several years. This is like the pre-beta or something. Probably gonna look a lot different when we finally get to download the thing and play it. But yeah, and oh, here's a dynamic music showcase. So I'll shut up for this one. Isn't that so fucking cool, guys? I mean, come on. That's just really cool sounding music, and then it's like you get a million remixes depending on your progress in the game. That's so exciting. I'm sorry, everything I'm saying, all my comments are just completely useless, but I'm just so sorry. And here's the earliest footage we got from like the beta before the beta before the beta before the beta. So again, probably it'll look a bit different whenever this downloads. I'm so fucking excited. So let's have a look at it. I actually haven't seen this before. I didn't check it out for some reason or another. So let's check it out and get hyped for this. As you can see, there's more customization options for the character. Look at the little loading screen! So I just see the interface getting more fleshed out and stuff, because in the earlier previews they were like, it was all just like plain like DOS boxes and stuff, or like no interface whatsoever. You have to walk up to a character and like talk to them to get stuff to be done. So like it's looking really nice. I love the interface design. It's just so cute, and it's got little swirly patterns and stuff. Oh, there's an actual mini game for making stuff. That's so much more fun. God, I'm getting so fucking hyped. Seriously, you guys want to see like a let's play of me doing this with the backers version when it comes out? When it downloads, because it's already out. Look at your inventory, look at your little rotating character. I just love how chibi the characters are. And there's a big selection of weapons too. There's loads of different stuff, and they all have very different gameplay. So I don't know how many of those are actually going to be in the backers alpha, but I'll try and show them all off for you guys. I'll try and show off every single option of everything I can find. I'll try and catch every monster I can find. I will just waste my entire life on this game. Oh, that's cool. The system for the fishing is pretty neat. Fishing mini-games are always really hard to do. Like the one in Stardew Valley, I have still never actually won that fishing game even once. It's so hard to control. So this looks a lot more intuitive, because like you see the fishes running away from it. Oh my god, that's a fucking huge. That was not the same size when you caught it. I hope that's one of the ones you can actually turn into a monster and ride around. Look at how cute everything is. Look at our adorable house. Oh, look at how cute the sleeping animations are. Everything is so infused with cuteness, guys. So there we go. That's like pretty much all the pre-release materials and stuff I can blabber about while I'm waiting for this to download. So I'll stop this video now and just basically, in summary, my feelings are